Hey. There's almost nothing better than getting what you wished for. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, sneak peek number 3 for the September update is here after yesterday's sneak peek where we got a first look at the new uniforms for Agent Venom and Scream, who's going to be taking on the persona of Silence in this upcoming update. I said, please, Netmarble, hit us with a little bit of TOXIN. And that is exactly what they're giving us right here. So I'm feeling toxic, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is finally time. Character number 250 is being added to Marvel Future Fight. We've been speculating for months about who that character would be. And it's finally here. It's finally happening. I could cry, boys. We're getting the Son of Carnage, TOXIN, arguably the most powerful symbiote of all time. Let's get it, man. So let's check out what they have to say on the forums here. I'm so excited. I know a lot of you guys probably don't know very much about TOXIN because it's only been around like what, 15, 16 years, something like that. He came out in 2004, I believe, and then he had a little mini run in 2005, as opposed to, you know, Venom and Carnage, who's been around for decades. But trust me when I say his backstory is pretty dope. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown in regards to what happens in his backstory to get you guys caught up and get you guys fired up for him. However, I do want to say, keep in mind that the very first paywall character we ever got in Marvel Future Fight was actually Carnage. And his son might actually end up as a paywall character too. Especially when you consider the fact that the last character we got, 249, Maya Lopez, was also a paywall. However, don't freak out, because since he is coming in the main update, it is more than likely going to be the case that he's going to be in the Future Pass, right? He's going to be more than likely in the Future Pass, which means if you're playing the game at the drop of the update, you can probably get him for free. Now, there's not 100% guarantee that he's going to be in there, but there's a good chance they're going to put him in there so you can experience the toxicity of TOXIN. Hey man, I'm excited. You can't tell? Anyway, so over on the forums, this is what they had to say. The symbiote who seeks to exceed the power of his progenitors has arrived in Marvel Future Fight. In case you guys don't know, Venom is the father of Carnage and Carnage is the father of TOXIN. So TOXIN is the 3rd generation when it comes to these symbiotes. Okay, it's a father-son dynamic. So basically TOXIN is the grandson of Venom. This is gonna be awesome, man. The arrival of the new symbiote. Check out the abilities of this powerful winged symbiote as he joins Marvel Future Fight with unlimited potential. Yes, and we get some bad news. We will announce more information through the update details to come, which means sneak peek number 3 is the final one until the main update. We're gonna get more obviously for the mid-month update, and if they extend it, the mid-month or the end of month update, whatever. Point is, TOXIN is coming to Marvel Future Fight. Now, for those of you guys who don't read a lot of comics and you're not a nerd like me, I got you. So for the origin of TOXIN, we're going to have to go back to 2004 Venom vs. Carnage issue number 1. And obviously, as always, you could see these two are going at it. The father-son combination. It's the way how they show their love for each other through hostility and hatred. Because who'd have it any other way? Anyways, during this battle, we actually find out that Carnage is with child. Carnage is having an offspring, and you can see Venom is trolling him. He's like, don't be ashamed, Carnage, it happens to us all. Carnage is like, I'm not ashamed, I just don't want anything to do with it. Carnage trying to be a deadbeat dad before the baby's even born, running away. Whose mess is this, bro? Basically, we have a little fight between the two of them, and Carnage runs off in a hole to go give birth to Toxin, right? After Toxin is born, Carnage is actually too weak to kill it, even though that was his initial goal, as you can see right down here, right? You can see Venom never said anything about birthing hurting this much. Makes me feel wasted. However, immediately a police officer shows up on scene, Patrick Mulligan. And Carnage actually decides, you know what? Here's our host for the evening. If I had any spirit left in me, I'd finish this thing off right away. But you can't go nowhere that I can't find you. So it's okay. I'll come get you later. Because the thing about Toxin is he's a super rare symbiote that is only born every 1,000 years. And what happens with these symbiotes is they go insane, even more insane than Carnage, and they have the potential, or at least the ability, to destroy all other symbiotes. They're that powerful. 1 in 1,000 years, baby. And that is what Carnage is afraid of, because currently, Carnage could be considered to be the most powerful symbiote. And because of that, he wants to get Toxin up out of here immediately. However, he doesn't have the power to do it because he's exhausted from giving birth to the symbiote. So he sticks it into this police officer. By the way, Black Cat is in this run. Who doesn't like Black Cat? She actually plays a role in the story later on. Anyways, moving on, the Toxin symbiote ends up being imbued to the police officer, Patrick Mulligan. Venom finds out about it. As you can see, it said it's happened. He tried to stop it and almost blew them both to pieces, but I can feel it. There's another one of us on Earth. So Venom actually decides, you know what? I must protect the 1,000th symbiote of her line before its father kills it. So Venom decides, I am going to raise this symbiote because it has the potential to be the strongest one of us all. And this way it can help me take down Spider-Man. However, that is going to be easier said than done, because the plan of Carnage is to kill this thing as soon as he is strong enough so that nothing can threaten him. Now, immediately after this, Venom was actually able to track down the police officer. He shows up at his house and breaks in, scaring the living crap out of this guy. As you guys are aware, symbiotes can all track down each other. And this man's having a child, so he's kind of scared. He's like, please don't kill me, don't kill my wife, we're about to have a kid. And Venom is like, you will love this human infant. This man's like, yeah, love it, protect it, cherish it. Every little smile, every dimple, every giggle, every tiny little fart, will it warm your heart? I swear, tell me, what's it like? Immediately after that, Spider-Man shows up and is like, it's something you'll never understand, Venom. Immediately after that, Venom responds, what are you doing here? Your spider senses can't pick up symbiotes. Spider-Man's like, maybe, but I can still follow dirty gray puddles all the way from the East River. I love Spidey, man. He's so funny. And then we have a bit of a fight between Venom and Spider-Man, but realistically, Spider-Man didn't realize that the reason why Venom was here was actually to protect the police officer from Carnage, because Carnage has actually recovered and he's come back to kill Toxin before Toxin can actually become strong enough to take him out. Now, Carnage, being the absolute savage that he is, he doesn't care if he kills any and everyone there. So he actually tosses this man's wife down a stairwell, as you can see right here. This actually distracts Spider-Man long enough for Venom to break free of the webbing and get closer to Carnage. This man is freaking out because he thinks his wife is dead. Carnage is toying with him. She's like, she's dead. Her and the tadpole inside her smashed to pieces at the bottom of the stairs. This man's like, then you should have killed me too. And freaking Carnage, man, this man's like, oh, we'll get around to that. Good and proper. Don't you worry. I swear to God, bro. Now, obviously, Venom is not going to just sit there and let this happen, but Venom himself isn't strong enough to overpower Carnage, and Carnage almost gets the kill shot, as you can see right here, man. He's like, I just want to rip out your ribcage, your lungs and your spleen so I can get at my baby. You're welcome to what's left. This guy's crazy, bro. Luckily for us, our lovely black cat was close by, about to steal a piece of painting. Obviously, you know, a little bit of petty theft. Love to see it. She shows up and decides, wait a second, why are you killing a random person out here in the middle of the night? I'm just gonna help this guy because I'm a good Samaritan. Shout out to Black Cat for coming through and actually saving Patrick. However, Black Cat by herself, ain't no way she's overpowering Carnage, so Venom has to show up and help her out a little bit. They team up to take down Carnage temporarily, which forces Carnage into hiding. However, we know Carnage always returns, but Venom is on watch at the hospital. As you can see, Carnage is underground coming for that ass. We get to see Spider-Man, who is starting to make sense of what's happening and why Venom is seemingly protecting this police officer. A few days later, Black Cat and Patrick Mulligan actually run into each other, and he finds out that she stole a painting, so he was gonna arrest her. Obviously, that doesn't happen because Carnage shows up, and for the very first time, we actually get to see him transform in his Toxin outfit, which is really cool. It looks so freaking badass, man. So I'm excited to see. Obviously, he doesn't have the wing to start off. That happens later on in the King in Black run. However, this is basically just a little overview of his origin story. I don't want to ruin absolutely everything for you guys, so if you haven't seen it, go check out Venom vs. Carnage issues 1 through 4. You can get a feel for the character and see if you actually like him.